guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and let's talk about this stupidity that Ubisoft did with the announcement of Assassin's Creed Shadows and how it's kind of dividing division, but it's just kind of like, this is stupid. This was dumb for no reason coming from a diverse person. I don't want to hear no stupid liberal white person trying to tell me, you do realize, no, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Stop trying to tell us about diversity and inclusion, or when it's appropriate to add that kind of nonsense. No, this game is called Assassin's Creed Shadows. Now, people have been begging for them to do an Assassin's Creed in Japan, right? And common sense would say, okay, if we're going to do a game in Japan, and y'all know Japan is very traditionalist, why the hell would you have two protagonists that makes no sense to the damn time period that you're literally trying to do? It don't make sense. It really doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? This whole nonsense of every fucking Assassin's Creed game need to fucking have a female protagonist in it, cut the shit out. Cut the shit out. History don't work like that. History don't work like that, and y'all are pushing it. Y'all are pushing it. You know? Just so we can have females. No, fuck that bullshit. Y'all supposed to be historical fantasy based in the reality of history. Now y'all just adding bullshit. At this point, it's not Assassin's Creed anymore. Name this shit something else. If you can't even stay on the premise of what you told us, this is supposed to be a war between assassins and Templars. Now y'all done add all of this mythical bullshit. You put in characters that don't make no sense in history. We're doing crossovers with video games that don't make no logical sense. Like, what the hell are we doing? What are we doing here? Okay, so you got Assassin's Creed Shadows. And this game takes place in Japan, of course, right? And it's like you can become a shinobi, assassin, and a legendary samurai, because everybody knows about the legendary Yasuke from, you know, the Tales. And they were trying to say that he was a samurai. He was one of the he was the only foreigner to become a samurai or something like that. Right now, my history is blanked on him right now. I'm so sorry. It's like a little early right now, but I kind of wanted to throw this out while it's fresh on my mind, because I feel like I'll forget all of the nonsense. But anyway, if you guys don't know, lately they've been trying to push Yasuke. And I'm not talking about Japan's been trying to push him. I'm talking about here in America. They're like, oh my God, there was a black person in Japan in a certain time period where blacks really wouldn't be there. We need to expand on it. But the story, there's a lot of people that are saying that the story was kind of romanticized by Japan, that he really wasn't the legendary samurai that everybody is you know, claiming he is. That he was more of a sword bearer than anything else, because when he came to Japan, you know, he was a slave. And honestly, Japan never seen somebody like him. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like more mere of a, how would we say? I guess a trophy. A trophy. Something to show, like, look at this man. He's different. You know what I'm saying? And right now, Ubisoft is getting backlash because everybody was like, out of all the idiotic things you can do, you decided to not give us a native Japanese male protagonist. You know what I'm saying? You could have easily made up the character. If you really wanted a black Japanese character, how in that era, even if it wouldn't have made sense, I would have preferred you creating an assassin character who was original, where, you know, his mother was Japanese and his father was a black man. You know what I'm saying? Like, he came over to Japan early or whatever, for a mission. You know, the mother never knew that the father was assassin or whatever, and then when she had sex with him, he kind of left her, and she ended up being pregnant, and then bam, there you go. That's how you get your half black, half Japanese. You know what I'm saying? Because usually when they do stuff like this, the character is like the assassin is from that country of origin. You know what I'm saying? Whether they're half something or whatever, they're still that. You know what I mean? That would have been more interesting than y'all sitting up here trying to use Yusaku when there's a lot of there's not much written history on it to confirm or deny some of these claims. So honestly, it looks like you guys are romanticizing and coming up with shit when y'all don't really have the proof. And yeah, there are some people who are saying it, but again, there are also history books that are conflicted. I mean, historical documents that are saying, no, he really wasn't like that. He wasn't this legendary samurai that everybody trying to make him seem like. You know what I'm saying? So that's where you kind of like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Again, y'all got to stop making these video games and shit for diversity and inclusion reasons. I'm tired of hearing, well, we need more diversity, inclusion into shit, or, well, females and minorities play. Nobody didn't say they don't play games, but you gotta think about time period. Stop always trying to add this quote-unquote togetherness of history and race and gender and creed and sexuality in historical moments, in historical time periods where it don't make no damn sense. Y'all always trying to put a black person or a female in a historical piece that it don't make no sense, where women and minorities didn't have those kind of rights to walk freely like that. Let's cut the crap. Let's literally cut the crap. Then you got this thing where he's supposed to be an assassin, right? Or whatever. How you gonna hide in a fucking city full of Japanese people? He sticks out like a sore thumb. He is dark as fuck with dreads. Like, I don't understand how he gonna... They're gonna know where he's at. He's the only person like himself. So, what are you... On the run from what? They know where he's at. He can't... Okay, realistically, he would never have any free time. He would never have a rest because of the fact that he sticks out like a sore thumb. Then, of course, you're already talking about a shinobi, so you already want us to believe that this Japanese woman, Nako? I hope I said her name correctly. Nako. She's supposed to be like this legendary shinobi who was trained by another legendary shinobi. But again, when is this game going to be talking about Templars and assassins? Because at this point, I'm ready for y'all to wrap this shit up. I am. I'm ready for y'all to wrap this franchise up. Call it something different at this point. But don't call it Assassin's Creed no more, because you guys have lost the plot since Assassin's Creed 4. You really have. And you haven't recovered since. I don't know what to tell y'all. But this shit getting stupid. And now y'all want to try to say people are racist for not liking the choices that y'all made. Well, stop making dumb decisions. Y'all keep doing this shit. Y'all keep making dumb decisions. Then you get mad when the audience don't like it. And then you want to try to say that the audience is racist. Or be like, little do they know, there was a black man in Japan. Little do they know there were females in Japan. Nah, shit, Sherlock. Nobody's not saying that shit. But if I'm going to create a game where usually the assassin, the main character, is of origin from that damn country, I would think it would have been a male Japanese man. If I'm going to play as a Japanese assassin, I would love to have played as, I don't know, a Japanese male assassin character. You know what I'm saying? And like I said before, if you needed the character to be black, okay, like I said, once again, you could have made the character half black, half Japanese, and the shit would have worked. But no, you drag Yasuke in here, and then you put Nomo in here, and people are like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Sometimes you gotta learn time and place for this shit. And y'all always want us to suspend disbelief on time period pieces. Because back in the day, y'all used to respect history. Y'all used to respect history. And now, y'all don't respect history at all. Y'all just do wherever the fuck y'all want to. There is no damn story at this point. Because, honestly, the last couple of Assassin's Creed games been nonsensical. It hasn't moved the plot along worth shit. Worth shit. Every Assassin's Creed after Assassin's Creed 4 has been shit. Yeah. Name an Assassin's Creed game after Assassin's Creed 4 where it looked like we was really moving forward into the story. Oh, right. I forgot. They took the main story of Assassin's Creed and put it into fucking tie-in comics that nobody fucking read. So at this point, Assassin's Creed need to go to fucking hell. Because you're a waste. You're a waste. I haven't picked up Assassin's Creed games in such a long time because it's nonsense. It doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't go anywhere. I'm tired of picking up a game or watching a show or a movie where shit don't go nowhere, where shit is meaningless, where y'all ignore continuity, where y'all do dumb shit. And then what, you think I'm supposed to give you $70 fucking for this shit? Stop it. Go get some help. It doesn't work like that. You know, time and money. My money is my time. And if you're not even going to try to even give me something to look forward to, if you're not going to give me something that isn't going to insult me, if you're not going to give me something where I know this is propaganda, pandering bullshit, then don't bother doing it. That's how I look at it. Because I'd rather y'all ended the game, I'd rather y'all ended the franchise in the tie-in comic and call it a fucking day and we were done. And we were done with this shit. That's how I look at it. That's how I look at it. Because I'm over it. I'm over it. And a lot of people are over it. Because y'all don't like to listen. Y'all don't like to listen at all. Y'all keep making changes. And it just, pissing people off. I just don't understand what's the point. Like, ask yourself, out of all the historical pieces, historical moments in Japan you could pick from, you decided to pick into an era where Yasuke decided to show up. And now you want to try to change his story around because the character doesn't really have much. And that's fine that the character doesn't have much, but I would have preferred you giving me an original Assassin character who happened to be Japanese in a Japanese game. Could you imagine if they did a Assassin's Creed Africa and the main character is fucking white? Y'all bitches will lose y'all mind. Y'all be like, we're in Africa. It don't make no damn sense that there's a white person in there. Even though, remember, white people exist. White people existed in Africa. But some of y'all will be like, no, but majority of the country is not white. Okay, majority of the country in fucking Japan is not damn black. But guess what? Y'all main character was fucking black. In a game that don't make sense. In a time period that didn't have much notes about this person. There's so many conflicting stories with Yasuke, but a lot of people are in agreement that he wasn't this legendary samurai that everybody tried to make him out to be. That's been up for contentions for a while though. But it does make it look good for the DEI thing. But it's kind of weird. It is weird because, okay, when you do it, I want you to do the next Assassin's Creed game in Africa, and I want the main character to be not African, not black, at least. Fair is fair, right? Wouldn't it be nice to play as a German in Assassin's Creed Africa, right? Even though it don't make no sense for the time period for a German to be there, right? Right? Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Y'all ain't ready for that. Y'all ain't ready for that. I mean, okay. So basically, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. So Japan, 1579. The country is on a brutal path towards unification, driven by the iron will of the Daimoku Odoa Nagahuga. I hope I said that name right. I am not trying to be funny. Unrest grows as colonized appear and corrupted foreigners invaded the land after a brutal invasion of the peaceful Providence Ingai. A young shinobi embarks on the journey to fulfill an impossible promise, while a legendary samurai finds new purpose confronting the demons of his past. In Assassin's Creed Shadows, you will live the intertwined stories of Nagu, an adept shinobi assassin from the Uga province, and Yasuke, the powerful African samurai of historical legend, against the backdrop of turbulence in the Sengoku period. This remarkable duo will discover their common destiny as they usher a new era for Japan. From the purpose of chaos, from the dark to lightness, a new creed rise over Japan. So you got a black man and a female changing the destiny of Japan. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's not how history works. That is that, especially for Japan. Like, get out of here. Stop it. Stop it, I say. Stop it, I say. And I know somebody's going to be like, well, there's been other games and movies where there was a white person in Japan or whatever. Yeah, you'll see it. It would have been more common to see a random white person than a random black person in Japan. And even then, the story is usually because that white person is a product of bastardization. It's the truth. So usually that kind of happens, but or they coming from a colony. They're coming to colonize over in Japan, or they're sent there as a person that's supposed to scout the land and see what's going on or whatever and send message back. You know what I mean? So usually it's kind of like that. But once again, I understand you guys want to use, um, you know, Yasuke, so it looks good on the DI program. But I don't know. Like I said, I just think it's weird that we're going this route. But hey, who knows, right? Who knows? Who cares, right? Like, us gamers, we don't care. We don't know nothing or whatever. I just think it'll be wrong. And then if this game doesn't do well, what are y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna say it's racism? No, people are sick of it. When people tell you that they're tired, when the people tell you they don't want the shit, when you get in backlash that you're trying to get other people to, take up for this shit, you did wrong, because everybody's not hearing what a lot of the major criticism is. The game takes place in Japan. Why isn't the main character a Japanese male protagonist, which would have made sense in the Sengoku era in Japan during 1579? Why do we choose a black man and a female? You get what I'm saying? And what does that have to do with the Assassins and Templars, which they didn't even talk about? So you already know it's bullshit from there. But hey, it is what it is. Tell me what you guys think. Are you guys excited for Assassin's Creed Shadows? Will you be playing it? What do you think about all of the nonsense and Ubisoft being stupid and doubling down on DEI? Let me know in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.